In the bustling city of Harmonia, a place where music and art intertwine to create a vivid and inspiring atmosphere, lived a talented composer named Soren. Harmonia was renowned for its musical heritage, with grand concert halls, street musicians, and an orchestra that rivaled the best in the world. The city's architecture was a beautiful blend of classical and modern styles, and the streets were lined with lush gardens that seemed to dance along with the melodies that filled the air. Soren, a tall, slender man with unruly dark hair and piercing blue eyes, was born into a family of musicians. His father, a renowned violinist, and his mother, a gifted soprano, nurtured Soren's love for music from a young age. He spent hours practicing the piano and studying the works of the great composers, eventually composing his own pieces. As he grew older, Soren's talent became widely recognized, and he was often invited to perform at the grandest events in Harmonia. He was a perfectionist and tirelessly honed his craft, exploring various musical genres and drawing inspiration from the world around him. Despite his success, Soren yearned for something more, a way to push the boundaries of what music could achieve. One evening, as he was studying a rare manuscript of ancient musical scores, Soren stumbled upon a hidden pattern within the notes. The pattern seemed to form a language, one that had never been seen before. Intrigued, Soren dedicated himself to deciphering the code, unlocking the secret of the Symphony of Whispers. As he delved deeper into the mysterious language, Soren began to grasp its true power. He realized that the Symphony of Whispers could be used to manipulate emotions and thoughts in ways that went beyond the natural effects of music. With each new piece he composed, he integrated this hidden language, amazed by the profound impact it had on his audience. Listeners found themselves captivated, swaying to the melody as their hearts and minds were stirred by Soren's compositions. The city of Harmonia, with its diverse and vibrant population, became both his muse and his testing ground. People from all walks of life were drawn to the music, their lives subtly altered by the Symphony of Whispers. The wealthy patrons of the arts found themselves opening their homes to struggling artists, while the loneliest of souls discovered companionship in the most unexpected places. Word of Soren's extraordinary talent spread far and wide, and he was soon commissioned to compose for the royal family. As he presented his new work to the court, he could sense the emotions in the room shifting according to his will. The king and queen, once known for their stern and distant demeanor, were moved to tears by the beauty of his creation, vowing to bring peace and prosperity to their kingdom. However, Soren's newfound power did not go unnoticed. A secretive society, known as the Conclave of Silence, had been watching his progress with great interest. This ancient order, dedicated to maintaining the balance between the world of music and the human psyche, recognized the danger that the Symphony of Whispers posed. The Conclave believed that such power could be easily corrupted and should not be wielded by a single individual. Led by the enigmatic maestro Vespertine, a master of the hidden arts of music, the Conclave of Silence began to monitor Soren's every move. They feared that if the Symphony of Whispers fell into the wrong hands, it could be used to control the masses and bring chaos to the world. Their goal was to either guide Soren on a path of responsibility or, if necessary, neutralize the threat he posed. Meanwhile, Soren continued to experiment with the Symphony of Whispers, unaware of the Conclave's watchful eyes. He was fascinated by the potential of this hidden language, and believed that it could be the key to unlocking untapped depths of human connection and understanding. He saw it as a tool that could bridge the gap between people, helping them to empathize with one another and heal emotional wounds. However, as he delved deeper into the mysteries of the symphony, Soren's personal life began to unravel. His relationships with friends and family became strained, as he became increasingly obsessed with his work. Despite the warnings of his loved ones, he was unable to resist the lure of the symphony's power. One day, while composing a piece that he believed would revolutionize the world of music, Soren received an anonymous letter. It contained a cryptic message that hinted at the existence of the Conclave of Silence and their knowledge of the Symphony of Whispers. The letter also spoke of the potential dangers that this power could bring and urged Soren to abandon his research. Faced with the knowledge that he was not alone in his pursuit, and fearing for his safety, Soren made a decision that would set him on a perilous path. Instead of heeding the warning, he became determined to unlock the full potential of the Symphony of Whispers before the Conclave could intervene. He reasoned that by mastering this powerful language, he could protect himself and bring harmony to the world. In his quest to unlock the full potential of the Symphony of Whispers, Soren decided to seek the help of a brilliant linguist and musicologist named Dr. Emilia Hartwell. A renowned expert in ancient languages and an accomplished musician, Emilia was captivated by Soren's discovery and eagerly agreed to collaborate with him. Together, they delved deeper into the symphony, uncovering more of its secrets and refining its application in Soren's compositions. Throughout their partnership, Soren and Emilia developed a strong bond, fueled by their shared passion for music and their dedication to understanding the Symphony of Whispers. As they worked side by side, a deep affection blossomed between them, which provided Soren with the emotional support he needed to maintain his focus and determination. Meanwhile, the Conclave of Silence continued to observe Soren and Emilia from the shadows, growing increasingly concerned about their progress. Maestro Vespertine, who had been studying the Symphony of Whispers for years without success, began to feel a mixture of envy and fear towards Soren. He was torn between wanting to seize the knowledge for himself and his duty to protect the balance of the musical world. Unbeknownst to Soren and Emilia, they were now at the center of a dangerous game of intrigue and subterfuge. As they moved closer to unlocking the full potential of the Symphony of Whispers, the stakes grew higher, and the Conclave of Silence decided it was time to act. They set in motion a plan to infiltrate Soren and Emilia's inner circle and learn as much as they could about their discoveries. If necessary, they were prepared to use any means at their disposal to prevent the Symphony of Whispers from falling into the wrong hands. At the same time, Soren and Emilia started to realize the extent of the danger they were in. They encountered mysterious individuals who seemed to be watching them from a distance, and their research materials were tampered with on more than one occasion. Despite these setbacks, they remained committed to their cause, believing that the power of the Symphony of Whispers could revolutionize human understanding and bring harmony to the world. As the tension between Soren, Emilia, and the Conclave of Silence escalated, the story took an unexpected turn. An enigmatic figure appeared, claiming to be a former member of the Conclave who had defected due to their belief in the potential of the Symphony of Whispers. This mysterious stranger, who went by the name of Eris, offered to help Soren and Emilia complete their research and stay one step ahead of the Conclave. Soren and Emilia, though initially skeptical, eventually decided to accept Eris's assistance. With their new allies' help, they made significant progress in their work and began to unravel the final secrets of the Symphony of Whispers. However, the presence of Eris only served to intensify the Conclave's determination to stop them, setting the stage for a climactic confrontation that would decide the fate of the symphony and the world it had the power to transform. As the conflict between the Conclave of Silence and the trio intensified, Soren, Emilia, and Eris sought refuge in a secluded location on the outskirts of Harmonia. Hidden away in an abandoned mansion, they continued to study the Symphony of Whispers, the once grand halls echoing with the melodies of their experiments. In the meantime, the Conclave of Silence stepped up their efforts to locate and neutralize the threat posed by Soren and his allies. They employed skilled agents to search every corner of Harmonia, and as the pressure mounted, the city's vibrant atmosphere began to wane. The music that had once brought joy and inspiration to the people now carried a somber tone, a reflection of the uncertainty that loomed over them. Despite the challenges they faced, Soren and Emilia's bond grew stronger, their love serving as a beacon of hope in the midst of darkness. It was this connection that ultimately led them to a breakthrough in their understanding of the Symphony of Whispers. They discovered that the power of the hidden language could be amplified when two individuals shared a deep emotional connection, allowing them to create music that could bridge the divide between hearts and minds. However, this revelation came at a price. Eris, who had been a steadfast ally and friend, was revealed to be a double agent, secretly working for the Conclave of Silence all along. Eris had been feeding information to the Conclave and manipulating events to force Soren and Emilia to complete their research faster. Yet, as they had grown closer, Eris had developed genuine feelings of affection for the pair, leading to a crisis of conscience. Torn between their loyalty to the Conclave and their newfound friendship, Eris ultimately decided to betray the Order and stand by Soren and Emilia. With the truth about Eris's allegiance revealed, the stage was set for a final confrontation between the trio and the Conclave of Silence. As the Conclave's agents closed in on the mansion, Soren, Emilia, and Eris made a daring decision to perform a grand symphony using the full power of the Symphony of Whispers, amplified by the deep emotional bond between Soren and Emilia. They believed that by doing so, they could touch the hearts of the Conclave's members and convince them to abandon their pursuit. In the heart of Harmonia, Soren and Emilia took to the stage, their fingers dancing across the keys of a grand piano as they poured their love and hope into each note. Eris, standing nearby, used their knowledge of the Conclave's tactics to counter any attempts to disrupt the performance. As the Symphony of Whispers filled the air, the music resonated with every listener, their emotions and thoughts swaying in harmony with the melody. As the final notes of the symphony rang out, the Conclave's agents stood down, unable to resist the beauty and power of the music. Even Maestro Vespertine, who had been watching the performance from a hidden vantage point, found himself moved to tears. It was in this moment of vulnerability that he realized his fear and envy had blinded him to the true potential of the Symphony of Whispers. In a surprising twist, Maestro Vespertine approached Soren, Emilia, and Eris, offering a truce. He acknowledged the potential for good that the Symphony of Whispers held and admitted that his actions had been driven by fear of the unknown. Instead of suppressing the power of the symphony, he proposed working together to explore its potential in a responsible and ethical manner, ensuring that it would be used for the benefit of all. Soren, Emilia, and Eris, moved by the maestro's change of heart, agreed to the proposal. Together, they formed a new alliance dedicated to the study and responsible application of the Symphony of Whispers. The Conclave of Silence was disbanded, and its members were invited to join the new organization, which they named the Harmonic Accord. With the conflict resolved, Harmonia's vibrant atmosphere returned, the music once again bringing joy and inspiration to its inhabitants. Soren and Emilia continued their work, using the power of the Symphony of Whispers to heal emotional wounds and foster empathy and understanding among the people. Their love, which had been the key to unlocking the true potential of the symphony, grew stronger each day, and they vowed to remain steadfast in their pursuit of harmony. Eris, no longer bound by their past loyalties, found a new sense of purpose within the Harmonic Accord. Their skills and experience proved invaluable in guiding the organization's efforts, and they developed a close friendship with Soren and Emilia, grateful for the chance at redemption. As the story of the Symphony of Whispers reached its conclusion, the power of music to transform and unite became more evident than ever. Harmonia, once again a thriving center of musical innovation, served as a testament to the potential for harmony when hearts and minds come together. The streets were filled with the melodies of street musicians, the grand concert halls hosted performances by the world's greatest artists, and the Harmonic Accord's work ensured that the power of the Symphony of Whispers was harnessed for good. Soren and Emilia eventually married, their love story becoming an integral part of the city's folklore. They continued to compose and perform together, their music imbued with the power of the Symphony of Whispers, touching the lives of countless people across the globe. As their fame and influence grew, they remained grounded, always remembering the humble beginnings of their journey and the importance of their mission.